Actually not the first time we've been. We went in our very first season as a Division I program. It was Joey DeCourt's first back-to-back starts. I think they were a top 5 team, and we beat them in 3-on-3 overtime on Saturday night. So we've actually been there. Hicksy did not make the trip. We were talking about it this morning, but one of the best environments in college hockey. The student section's probably it's as good as it gets on the road. We're biased to ours, but it's the last season that they're going to play at Lawson, so it'll be really cool to go in and experience that environment, a final 2 times.
How do you kind of prep your players going into an environment like that?
Just have fun with it. Have fun with it. Use it as fuel and enjoy it. It's a privilege to play in front of fans that passionate cheering against you, and our guys got to treat it like that.
What's your practice approach going into the weekend after last weekend?
Just stick with it. Be hard, and it's as simple as that. Just be hard, and we got to find a way to get over the hump. We felt like both games were winnable, but we're not finding ways to win them. So we have to just stick with it and do more and dig deeper, and every cliche you can possibly conjure up to get over the hump, and we're going to continue to keep fighting.
Has the message changed at all going into these last 2 series?
No, one game at a time. We get 6 games to get playing really good hockey, hopefully heading into playoffs. And we've already proven we can beat everybody in the league because we have. Haven't played these guys yet, so hopefully we can go in and at least get a win this weekend and get some points and get back on track.
Coach, in 2020, you created a scholarship after your former teammate, Mark Paris. What did that kind of mean to you to be able to create a scholarship after a former teammate?
Yeah, just to give back. I played with Mark here, and he obviously passed away suddenly in his sleep apnea. It's a freak, weird thing. He was such a supporter of our program. He was a diehard Sun Devil, and I just thought it would be a great way to honor his memory. And I know it means a lot to his family. We do a golf tournament every year to support the endowment, and just give back to the program that has done everything for me. I still owe way more than just the scholarship endowment, but it's just a good way to give back in his name, so he's always remembered.
Can you kind of describe how that scholarship works and how it impacts your program currently?
It's one of, I think we have 11 scholarship endowments. So obviously you want to get the thing fully endowed, and that's the goal. I think this fully endowed scholarship, it's got to have about $750,000 in it. So we're adding to it every year. I think to start it was a $50,000 commitment by myself and my family, and then we're just adding to it every year. So everything we can do to endow scholarships, endow the head coaching position, which we did this year, just ensures the stability of the program moving forward long after I'm gone. And I'm aging quick, so I don't know when that's going to be, but it's everything we can do to continue to keep the program on really solid footing for forever in perpetuity.
Are you able to share on who actually has that scholarship, or who that scholarship's actually impacted on your current team?
We name a player that is the recipient of every scholarship endowment. I want to say this year it might be Kyle Smolin that's the Paris recipient. I can't remember. We do it at the start of the year.
What do you think it means just to be able to, for the player who receives that scholarship, just the type of honor that comes with it?
I would hope it means everything. We obviously try to educate everybody on, whether it's family or a season ticket holder that's decided to endow a scholarship or whatever, what their passion is behind this program. And I know our guys are appreciative of it. They're all good kids, and don't take it for granted. At least they better not.
Going into this weekend, what stands out most about Western Michigan's play?
Just they're direct. They're like they always are. Direct, north, deliberate in everything that they do. They never break the chain. They just work. Their forecheck is relentless. Their transition is as good as it gets. Their goaltender is unbelievable. They don't have any holes. There's a reason why they're as good as they are. And they were the same last year. So. They've been able to string together 2 really, really special years, and it's impressive.
You guys have split a pair of road series against top 10 teams in the NCHC this year with Nodak and Duluth. What do you think that mindset is going into this weekend?
We know we can do it. Right now we're obviously upset with the results the last weekend. And it's you go back to the last 8 games. You have to figure out a way to get over that hump, whether it's losing at home to Miami in overtime, missing a sweep. Being up in the third period to get a split against North Dakota and not finding a way Going into Saturday at CC with a chance of sweep and not doing it, and then last weekend losing 2 heartbreakers late. This team has been through it all. We have won in big moments and delivered in big moments, and these last 6 games we got to bring more of those out of ourselves somehow, some way. They just have to dig deep and find it. And at the end of the day, they're going to get our support, they're going to get our guidance, they're going to get everything that we have to get them over the hump. But they're the ones that got to do it, right? They have to go out and execute and get the job done in the big moment. And we just have to keep believing in what we have in there, and we will, and believing that they're going to find a way to dig in and deliver now in the biggest moments of the season down the stretch.
How have your veteran leaders relay that message to the rest of the locker room?
Exactly how I just did. Exactly how I just did. Artie Schlane is here, so he's been a great guy to have back the last few days. He's on a break, and he goes back Wednesday. He and I went to dinner last night. He's been hanging out with the guys. Just having guys like that around. Josh Jones going to come in and hang out with the guys next week. So just having guys like that have been through it and had success here and know what it takes to win and succeed in this program, and just to continue to help this young team push forward.
What did you see from Tucker Ness's performance with the stint at forward this past week?
I've always felt honestly like he's more effective up front because he's just such a truck. He's forechecks and so it allows him to be more physical, and that's what we need. And I thought that our physicality Saturday was really good. He was contagious to our group. And so he just allows him to just kind of put another log on the fire, so to speak. Where with Tucker on the back, I have to take logs off the fire, But when he's able to forecheck and just hit and finish checks like we need him to, he's really effective. And that's the best thing about Tucker is he'll do anything that we ask. He's the ultimate sun double, the ultimate teammate. He'll play any position. He'll play any role, even if it's in the stance. He doesn't change his demeanor.
Is that going to continue this weekend with him at forward?
Yeah, he'll play up front.
Is that any indication of Whitehead's status?
He'll probably be out, we think, one more weekend. I mean, it could change, but, we liked our lineup last weekend. If you look at so many good things, the way Sammy Alfano is developing and really stepping up for us. I thought Noah Powell was tremendous on Saturday night and really drove the play for us. Mello and Ben Keevan were unbelievable. Those are 4 really young kids that played well enough to get us wins. Now we need everybody to raise their games to that level, and if we can get everybody to do it, we'll get some wins here down the stretch.
With those 4 guys you just mentioned that are young players, how excited does that make you for the future of this team?
I'm really excited. I mean, we built this team this year because we figured, and bet on the come that it was going to be really good for a long time. We never expected to be where we are. We thought we had enough to obviously have a tremendous amount of success right away. Some things have happened, and we lost some really good players, and it hasn't happened the way we wanted to. But again, we still control how we end this. We still control the narrative and how this season ends. And that's something our guys have within their grasp, and they just got to take it.
When you guys beat Western here last year, it was a pretty big deal, a big spectacle. Is there anything the guys that are on this team that were on last year's team can kind of take and bring into this weekend?
I mean, just how hard they play. I mean, we have to have easily the hardest and the best work ethic for 60 minutes to have a chance to beat this team, because that's why they're so good, as they're so consistent. So I mean, it was a war. It was. I mean, again, the tale of 2 seasons. Last year, they're coming in and it's a battle for first place. We win the first night in regulation. We lose the second night in overtime. I think we were the only team all season to actually win a series against them. It was an unbelievable atmosphere in here. Obviously, a much different situation this year, but it's a situation where, very frankly, we have probably more to gain than they do. And we have to play like that. We have to play like we have everything to gain and nothing to lose, because we don't have anything to lose. We have nothing to lose. A trophy's not on the line for us right now, and we're fighting for playoff positioning. We have everything to gain, and not a lot of people that are in our corner right now that believe in what we can do, and so we have everything to gain. That's all we got to play.
those younger players, you mentioned specifically Alfano, what do you think clicked with them now late in this season as they're getting better?
Just reps, you know. I mean, they've gotten so many reps and such good development in every situation. Whether it's using young guys on the kill, Alfie's now on the top power play unit, and it's just confidence. I think with Alfie, like he's a kid that had 43 goals in the OHL last year. We knew he could score, but his ability this year, and I told him this week, is he's developed his B game. He's effective for us whether or not he scores or not, because he's big, he's hard, and he works. And he once he found that consistency in his approach to playing every game, then you layer on the scoring. Then the points start to come. You can't cheat this game. You got to do it the right way. It has to come by you very honestly. And that's what a lot of our young guys are figuring out. Even Ben is dynamic and he can get up and down the ice and he's electric when he's going. But we had to peel back the onion with him because he's so young, and you don't know what you don't know until you go through it and you experience it. And he was unbelievable last weekend because he's playing the right way. He's managing pucks. He's on the right side of the puck. Same with Mello. The list goes on and on. Noah Powell. So they're starting to get it. They're really starting to get what it takes to win at this level. And it was a lot of fun to see. It just didn't yield the result that we wanted. But if they stick with this process, it will yield the results.
Do you have a goaltender picked out for this weekend?
No. Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to tell you.
One more. No? Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.